Jean, Hein, Keach, Fine. I was 20. You had to be 20 years old to be in. So I went through basic training, and I went to Fort Des Moines, Iowa, where they asked us if we had taken any typing, that I would raise my hand, that I knew how to type. And I said, well, I type like this. But I said, I've never had typing. She said, well, you tell them you do, and they won't send you to clerk school. Clerk school is boring. Well, I had never, ever had any secretarial training, which you get in high school. But I went to a girls' school, they didn't have it there. And I didn't know whether I should tell anybody or not. So I got in there, and they had, you could see the letters. So I was busy looking for the letters and looking over here and looking over here, trying to keep up. And the girls were just typing away, and I was still looking at the. I typed discharges, and I did that for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then they took me off of that, and they put me in charge of a barracks, and then I made me sure all the beds had sheets and towels, and when the people came in to get discharged, that they all had a bed that was made up. I said, this is wonderful, and I almost had a bachelor's degree, and I ride in the back of the truck and tell them how many sheets were in there. And then when I got ready to leave, they sent me to Oregon. And I said, what am I supposed to do? They said, you're a telephone operator. Well, I didn't know how to do that either. But my aunt was a telephone operator. And I thought that was pretty neat that I was going to do that. Yeah. And it didn't take me but, 5 minutes to learn how to do that. So that's what I did. Awesome. And when I went overseas, I was a telephone operator. I was up in a hospital in the North Sea, up there in Germany. Uh-huh. That hospital was where they would take people and put them on a ship and send them home. And one day they said, if there's anybody in this hospital who can speak French when they come. I went in and I said, I speak French. He said, you speak French? And I said, I'm a French major. What do you want? Oh, he was so relieved. He said, I have these 25 French war brides. And he said, they need to go back home. But he said, I have to have a translator for them because a lot of them don't speak English. He said, would you take them you take them to the United States on a ship, and then you get them on a train and take them to Denver, and then you're done. And he said, when you get there, they'll probably discharge you because you've been in long enough. Well, I sang with a band in Oregon, and I sang with a pianist in Frankfurt, Germany. He played the piano at the club, and he would play something, and I would know the words. And I went one day, and I said, I want to sing along. And he said, well, sing along with me. And afterwards, he said, you have a beautiful voice. We just did duets. He played the piano, and I sang. We were at the USO Club. It had been a country club, a Jewish country club, and of course, Hitler grabbed it immediately. And then we used it as a USO club. I went out and taught French 1 year, and then the next year I got a job teaching English. And that was funny because I could sing and play the piano, and they found that out because one of my majors was a voice major. And they said, would you teach music here, vocal music? Well, I had sung in all these choirs, and I figured all she does is do this. I could do that. I fix the music. Well, I think one of the things is just follow your heart. I really joined the service on my own. I didn't tell my sorority sisters. I didn't tell my parents. I have no brothers and sisters. I didn't tell anybody but me. I woke up in the morning and thought, I'm going down there and I'm going to join the service. And I did it all on my own.